Hi, Kirstie. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak with me today.
No problem.
Where are you right now?
I'm in West Yorkshire near Bradford.
Okay, so you're doing lockdown life at home.
I am, yeah, with my parents and my sister.
Okay. I'm really glad that you wanted to speak with me today, because I understand that you're involved with a befriending project. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm doing some telephone befriending, which I got involved with through my local volunteer centre. So I provided them my details and they gave me some training on how to ring up lonely people in the community. So for me, I've been ringing up elderly people who have family who are living like a few hours away, so aren't readily available to come see them. But also they're doing telephone calls to people with special needs. So people who might be finding the change of routine quite difficult. So within my role, I'm just ringing up these people once a week for like 15-20 minutes just to check in on them, see how they're doing, and just be a different point of call for them, because both the people I'm ringing up also have underlying health conditions, so they're getting visited by nurses and medical staff near enough every day, so they're feeling quite medicalised at the moment. So the point of my role is to just be someone friendly who can talk to them about their interests and how their day is going, and be someone who can pass them on to other services if they're having more specific problems, like with mental health or other things going on at home.
That's amazing. And so do you feel like you're getting to know these people very well?
Yeah, and it is quite amazing how quickly they open up, because obviously I'm a complete stranger and from a very different generation, so I was thinking it might be a bit awkward, or might be a bit of a battle to be able to find some common ground, but we have actually been able to talk about a lot of different things. Definitely helps having a good relationship with my grandparents, because a lot of like the references that they make about TV shows or the past, I can sort of relate to vicariously through my grandparents.
Huh. What was it like making that first phone call?
It was really nerve-wracking, particularly as well because the person I was speaking to had sort of forgot that it was going to happen. So it took a while to remind him that he'd signed up to this. But then once we got on board, we had a really nice chat. And then at the end, he was like, "Oh, thank you so much for ringing me. It's been really nice talking. And like, will you ring me next week?" Like, quite concerned that I wouldn't be ringing him next week, bless him. So yeah, it's definitely a nice thing for them and a nice thing for me as well, to just have someone else to talk to and sort of put things in perspective.
Do you kind of have a list of things to ask about or ideas to talk about?
So when I did a training course on Zoom before I started actually making the calls, and one thing that she said in there as a bit of a tip was to think of the conversation as a bit like a magazine. So like a magazine has a sports section, a TV section, a news section, a puzzle section or something, and then just go through all them. So ask them if they've been doing any jigsaws, ask them if they've kept up with the news, or but like after the first conversation, some themes get brought up. So the first person I talked to, he watches the same like television program every week, and he does jigsaws every week. So I know to mention that to him. And then the other person, he just talks and talks and talks and talks, and I just listen. So that's like not hard to engage him.
That sounds fantastic. Well, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing this, and I hope that this might be just the encouragement that others need. I mean, I should, for myself, look up opportunities for phoning up. local folk, and that's brilliant what you're doing. So thank you so much for sharing about it.
No problem.